Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington Inside Game live, so can play. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends, fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. Big hole, big hole, big hole, big hole.
People are freaking out enough. Why not lose my mind? What is happening?
This is the financial advice.
What's up, everybody? Team Hole's back. More importantly, a lot of people, I saw the angst in the chat. They were like, why haven't we started yet? And we were just trying to do our best to not go live until the Top Shot announcement scheduled for today happened. But we're now at the point where it is even 6 p.m. on the West Coast. I don't know if we're ever getting an announcement, but the announcement we are getting is Greg's texts are live. Greg,
live, baby.
how are we feeling?
This is why I can't be in charge of the cold opens anymore. I'm like 0.5 for 2.
Incredible stuff. How's everybody doing?
Good. I thought the cold open was great, Greg. I thought the texts were part of the bit, and then I said no, they are definitely not part of the bit as that happened, which was good. It made it even better.
It was good. Yeah, no regrets. No regrets whatsoever.
No regrets. There's nothing you can see me. Within those texts, my brother bought his first NFT.
Oh, what
exciting.
did your brother? What did he get?
He bought the NFL All Day Mac Jones for not ADD, but first touchdown pass, which I think is, say what you will about Mac Jones, whether he excels or not, but for $20 fine dollars, dapper dollars, you get Mac Jones' first touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
he's a big Pats fan, so we did it.
Also, shout out Alex Disney Max for being a good sport in the chat while the cold open was directed at him. Thanks for being a good sport.
Thanks for being a good sport.
So there's a lot going on right now. First of all, like the stream, subscribe. This is the first day we haven't bought a pack in a while, but I do think there is a little bit of news that we can start with. And fresh off of us being like, do you think maybe Dapper's going to take the day off from getting on people's shows, people's spaces, and then bam, Yahoo. Also, before we get into the Yahoo article, two things I wanted to start with. I don't know who wrote the article. I could go look at this, but I don't have it up right now. He meant to say honesty, and he said honestly, and then he spelled Eisenberg's name wrong 14 times, I think, throughout the whole thing. And I don't know. That feels like something you check before you hit publish. And if you don't check it, it feels like somebody else checks it, right? Like there's layers of people who are supposed to check those things. I don't know.
Yep. Well, it's so technically, yes, it is Yahoo, but it's not a Yahoo article based on they aggregate stuff in, right? The Yahoo does aggregates that, and it's from Sports Edge, which looks like it's from NBC's sort of affiliate thing or whatever. So I wonder.
I'll take back my sass.
No, it's fine. I wonder who this Jared Johnson is and how they got that interview.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's not hard to get him right now. I feel like
as I said that, I thought the same thing. I said, you know what? He probably just hit him up, and it was like, cool. When do you need me? Right?
Yeah. Hey, do either of you guys have that pulled up right now?
Yes, I do.
Not even to share it, but do you mind dropping it in the chat just so people know what we're talking about?
Yep.
But I don't know. I have been on stream far more than you guys, so I would love for you guys have a take first. Like, what was your initial thought while you were reading that? Someone said it was Jacob's cousins, which is very funny. What was your first thoughts after working through that?
Greg, you want to fire it up first?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously the most removed. I've been on stream the least. I've been the least in the streets, but I've been casually following along and have my own feelings about the new packs and all of that. I was a bit more confident with everything after reading the article. I think a lot of that just came from I mean, say what you will about Jacob. He's very well thought out. His answers are very comprehensive. He knows what he's talking about. You can tell these aren't canned answers. These are like coming from his brain in real time and very thoughtful. And clearly they put thought into this stuff. I think they're at the whim of this extended testing period. And I think he was saying that without saying it, that they've been, they're aware of everything that we're upset about. And, unfortunately, they made a commitment to gathering data and they are not quite finished with that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my thesis from this, which is totally just pulling what I read, I think that these kinds of packs are here to stay, but they will be cheaper.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
No. That's what I got out of it too, is that they're definitely here to stay. And it seems like they're going to mess around with the price point. What about you, Dustin? What was your thoughts?
Where do I start?
It's clear. Hold on. Let's go full screen, dude.
No. let's not do that. Okay. First things first. I'm the realist, as Mike would say.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Right. I love it every time you say it. Why is the community lead doing all of this? He's the community lead, but this felt like the head of comms saying, this is the direction of Top Shot. This is the state of Top Shot. This is what we're doing. We're experimenting. So why is the community lead doing that? Like, no hate on Jacob. Dope dude.
No.
We love talking to Jacob.
We do love Jacob. We can't say that enough. We do love Jacob.
This isn't that. This is just like, why is it could have been anyone. If it could have been like Joe was that position. Like, why is that Joe. Person? Yeah, Joe we don't like. Jacob we love. But why are they doing that?
Yeah.
A. B. I just don't like. Yes. Thank you. I don't like being the guinea pig for the experiment that keeps continuing to change while I'm shelling my money out. And I know, look, you said this too. You got to be big boys and what you're going to spend your money on. Absolutely. Which is why you've seen your boy not go max packs on something, stay out of certain things, right? Because I feel like I went through it. It was exciting. I've gotten some stuff that I'm super stoked about. But I'm also I don't want to be the guinea pig while I'm spending significant amounts of money. The other thing that scares me is that I keep hearing we're doing this, and we're doing that, and we're working on it. We set it up for more users, but then we hear we don't want to market when we're at the end of the season. So what is it? It's very confusing,
right?
And it just makes me fearful to drop dollars on this stuff when I don't have any sort of I don't have someone weighing in real life future stuff saying like this. Also goes a little bit into the Roham tweet where he said we are working on ways to we are working on ways. You should have been working on ways. Like, what do you mean that? Well, like what you're doing? It's clearly a reaction to what's taking place. Where was this like 6 months ago? Why are we now working on it? And maybe they're working on it behind the scenes. Then tell us. Then tell us that stuff. And I'm a person that you don't need to tell everything. But I think there are points within the season, we call them marketing beats, where you give little bits of information and you do stuff. And I just think all of this needs to be figured out. And I'm not trying to be the guinea pig to the fish that you bring along on the hook while you're doing it and figuring it out. And then I get burned, right? Like you talked about collector score. If this is going to be a hurt on your collector score, after you chase it, they're changing the rules as
we go.
And I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. Mers asked me, I sold those rares. I'm glad I did because now they've dropped in price. What should I do with my money? Do I buy 17 different Portland Trailblazers I don't care about to bump my collector score? I said, I don't think you buy anything. I think you hold. I think you just hold your money and don't dump it into anything until stuff's figured out. If there's a rookie that you like, go get him. Then a 4K rookie, right? Like I did that for Jalen Green. But as far as chasing collectors, I think you wait. So that's
Well-
where I'm at after reading all this stuff, living with it. You've
Yeah.
been much closer to it, and maybe there's things that I'm missing, but that's where my head
Well,
is right
no,
now.
I think you're right, man. I think Greg's right too, though. I do think this does like big picture, zooming
Yes.
out years from now. I do think this is very good, very exciting.
It's what we all hoped it would be. Yes, that's
Right,
what we
right.
think the same thing. We love that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think right now, everyone's talking about, are we making sure we're creating a good user or onboarding experience for new users? I mean, what you just said right now, like your advice for a new user would be like, I don't know, man, just like hold on and wait. Right. And like that, I mean, that's also not a good onboarding
No.
experience. It doesn't mean what they've set up so far is a good onboarding experience, but I'm making these adjustments right now, I don't think is also helping. I want to share, like, to go back to the article for a second, and then we can get into the tweet. And I'm not trying to pick nits here. I'm not trying to just like point out some FUD stuff. But this was the one thing that stood out to me. I feel like this isn't going to look right when I share it. So let's see. Does that look okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was in response to one of the questions. Wait, why are you laughing? Oh, you can see all the other photos that I have down there. That's so funny.
Great.
Why is that doing that? That's
Oh, now
funny.
it's gone. Now it's gone.
It's
Um,
good. But
Sorry,
it was
it's
great
the
that Tony
theme.
was on
It's
there.
Today's theme.
We
Yeah,
should
Josh,
also
I
say
saw
that the underlining is done by the journalist who thought there was points of emphasis that should be looked at, right?
Right.
Yes. So,
So-
just
So
FYI.
this right here, I will say that when we built out full team sets as a concept, we never had the intention of it being something that everyone was pursuing. What? You designed collector score around
Yep.
this. You created a leaderboard. What do you mean you didn't expect this? You've done nothing but put together incentives for us to do this. And then how could you possibly be like, yeah, it's nuts to me how badly everyone wants to be complete team sets. What the fuck are you talking about? How could you say that?
Yep.
How could you say that? You could say like, yeah, we can't believe that as collector score has evolved and as users have grown, that now we've gotten to that point. You can't say from the beginning you had no idea that people would want to complete team sets. I thought this was the future of fucking fandom. What do you mean you didn't think people would want to complete team sets?
Yep. I first thing I did,
Jesus.
collected my Lakers team set. You collected
Yes.
yours and collected another team you love.
And even if you didn't want to collect team sets, you'd have to do it for the fucking collector score to get into the priority queue. Don't tell
Yep.
me that. That was garbage.
That's the problem. That's the problem I have. I'm tired of being the in beta, using that as their sort of like, we're still in beta and you got to forgive us. Like, no, you're making us spend money and chase stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not fucking cool to have us be the guinea pigs while you keep
No.
you keep moving the goal line. You keep moving it back. And we're the ones that are stuck. Like, at some point, you got to figure shit out, man.
Do you know what, dude? This is the thing, man. I have said this too. I have said this to students I've supervised. I've said this to comedians I've worked with. I've said this to myself in the mirror. And I'm saying this again. Can people just accept the fucking L when you get it? Just say, hey, like, we messed up. Don't say you didn't anticipate this. Just say you were wrong, dude. Just say you were wrong. Like, oh my God. All right, I'm done yelling. There's a lot of F-bombs.
No, you're right. It's all of that. There's more stuff going on in my brain that I'll get to. But there was something I wanted to call out that I think you talked about in the morning marketplace with Tandy, and I'm blanking on what it was, but it was great, and I wanted to echo it. Like, I wanted to echo how I think it was about new users, right?
Mm-hmm.
They kept saying you built the 60K with the expectation new users are going to come in and get it. We're seeing that that's not happening. Right. You fucked up. That's the bottom line. You made it. You could have went from 35K to 40K to, I don't know, 45K, 50K. You went substantially higher, made more moments, and with the expectation that the user base is going to be there. Now it's not there. Now you're looking like, holy shit, we went a little too far. So what are we doing? Take the L. Take the L. Say we messed up, and we already said we don't want to market towards the end of the season. So what does that mean? The season is fucked.
Right.
Everyone who did this is screwed.
And do you know no one would be, well, that's not true. I shouldn't say no one, because that's giving way too many crazy people the benefit of the doubt. If they were like, you know what, 60K was too much, we're going to keep it at 60K right now and then reevaluate when we get to series 3. That's very different than them being like, you know, we didn't expect people to go after team sets. That's crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just
Yes.
that's a reasonable response to. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm yelling a lot. Greg, do you?
No,
I feel like
you're
Greg
right.
is
Let me
pondering.
get in one. Let me get in one
Yeah.
thing real
Yeah,
quick.
fuck you,
That
Greg. It's Dustin's going.
Yeah, whatever. You can say all this and make things better. If there is a plan, then clue us the fuck in, so we don't feel like we're getting burned here.
Yeah.
Like tell us, hey, I know it feels like we're not getting new users, but we feel like the playoffs are going to be a huge opportunity for us, and we're going full force with a lot of really cool shit. Also, this is the future of fandom. Where's the fucking fandom? Like, you did one thing like last year and like kind of a summer league. Here's an easy thing: give everyone a fucking jersey if you own that team set. Send me what do you want, Mike? You want a Nuggets jersey? Who do you want? Jokic?
Yeah.
Great. Send me one. Here's another idea. And someone I think Borland mentioned this, and I was thinking the same thing. Borland said, give us league pass. Yeah, give everyone in Top Shot. I'll tell you, like 95% of the people in here are NBA fans. If you said everyone who completed this or as a reward for users, you know what? For the rest of the season, everyone is getting league pass. They could have done it. It's like $49 right now for if you bought it. They were doing like a promo like last week. Give everyone league pass for free. You're partnered with the NBA. We're clearly NBA fans. This is the future fan. Do basketball shit. If you can't get us to games like All-Star, then give us other shit. Like, hey, your guy made the All-Star team. Hey, here you go, Mike. You get a Jokic All-Star jersey because you have something. There's ways to do it. John, it should be Jonte. Sorry, I apologize for your man. But like, do some cool shit like this. You have the money and the resources and the partnership. Show us why we need to like keep being excited about this. These are easy fucking W's to rally your team around it and rally the people around what you're doing. Easy wins. Like I'm telling you, this is shit that you can get done. Yeah. Do it.
All right, Greg.
I just
take us home.
First and foremost, I just want to say fuck. Just so that we're all on the same playing field. I guess my question is, and again, like I haven't been in these streets, so the article didn't trigger me as much as I clearly it did for everyone else. But and not in a bad way. Like I agree. Like I haven't been putting the money in outside of max packs here and there. Right. Two questions though. Do you think that knowing how much animosity there is right now towards Top Shot and how much they're seeing that they're squeezing us for all of our cash, all of our Dapper balances, do you think that they will incorporate any kind of rake back or acknowledge that they fucked up? And because what I think the difference is that we're not going out and buying things that we then they've proven that they can reward us or can retroactively reimburse us for some of the trouble we've gone through. Do you see that happening in this scenario?
No, I don't. To me, I think the closest we get is them lowering price packs or price points for packs. I do think
I could see them giving everyone a pack that's bought one too. Like I could see you say, look, we're going to give everyone 2 packs for some version of that. And that's their rake back. Yeah. But I don't think there's a win scenario in that. I don't think they want to give anyone any more money, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I'm sorry to like break the flow up of this real quick. Is my mic crazy loud right now? Am I okay?
No.
All right.
You sound beautiful.
Something's going on with my ears right now. I get so mad. I was nervous and I was just blowing it out.
Too many streams.
Sorry, Greg, what were you going to say?
Well, that was my other question was, so knowing there's no rake back and knowing that there's so much frustration and some people may have left for good. Do you think lower? So I'll take a step back even further. Mm-hmm. I like the pack format where you have the chance to pull a rare or a legendary. I love that. I just think it's way too fucking expensive. Like you can't more than double the price of those $9 packs we were getting. So do you think lowering that to $10, $11, $12 per pack?
I don't have a problem with the standards. I'll be honest. Like I think the $19 aren't crazy for people that like Mers hit 2 rares with those. And that was his entrance. I think there's value in that. I don't think that's like, I don't know if that's a forever solve, but I think the standard packs are a decent option. I think the elite packs were a little bit of the problem, in my opinion. I think there's some problems there.
Do you think that though, going that direction and having $19 standard packs, can you ever go back to a $9 3 common pack? I feel
they're
like
not going to.
I'm
Though.
not.
That's
I'm not going to buy those.
Not at the 60K. Not at the 60K.
Yeah.
No.
They're not going back though. They're not going back to those. And if they are, it's only going to be for a short term to appease their current user base because right, the reason you roll out these standard and elite packs, these blended style packs is to entice new users, but they've made it clear, at least half of the organization has made it clear that they're not trying to get new users right now because mid-season is a bad time to do it based on market research that I can only imagine is truthful. So why they're not going to do it. So maybe they bring it back now. Maybe they bring back standard.
I go the other way and I say, this is when you should do it because you know what fucking trends every single night? All the basketball games. NBA owns Twitter. It just fucking owns Twitter all day long when there's even just nights like tonight. It just number one trending topic is like Lakers or Ja Morant or something. And it owns social media. I go the other way. This is our sweet spot. We're getting ready for the playoffs. You're going to get to see the best fucking players go almost every single night in a row. This is where you ramp it up and you say all of those amazing moments that you loved from the regular season, you can go get those now. And on top of that, we're going to have amazing playoff moments that you can also collect. I would be building towards this playoffs and even more hyping it up.
Yeah.
This goes back to my thesis about Top Shot and what we've been saying since our first time going live over a year ago.
I shouted you out today about this,
yes,
Greg.
You did.
Oh, really?
I heard it. Yep.
Oh, how'd you know I was going to say?
Go for it.
I
you
said
were right.
It's a good idea.
Right about it.
Top Shot will not be what it can possibly be, and B, attract new users consistently until they are minting last night's moments the next morning, so that I can log on when I wake up and buy the moment that I saw last night that fucking broke the internet. Without that, people's attention spans are so short. And then we saw it, Mike, play of the day for Candy, for MLB, for those fans. I bought every single one in the playoffs
because you loved seeing it. Yeah,
I care?
It was fresh in your memory, and you thought it was dope. Absolutely.
But the crazy thing, do I care about them now? Maybe the Red Sox ones a little bit because I'm a Sox fan. But
yeah,
if I'm getting a pack with 3 random moments from the MLB playoffs today, I don't give a fuck.
No.
But I bought every single one, and some of them I bought multiples. So that is where Top Shot will thrive. That's where new users will come in because you'll see it in the tweet, the Ja Morant dunk. You can buy it the next day. There's a limited amount. Holy shit! Where do I sign up?
Also, Tandy made a great point, Greg. Not to cut you off, but this morning he said we sell highlights. Put up the fucking reel of highlights last night of the night of all the amazing plays, and then maybe turn 1 or 2 into a cube and say, get ready. This is going to hit the marketplace this week. You love that Ja Morant throwdown? That's coming.
That shit should be on TikTok, Instagram all the time. They need.
Thank you for saying that. That was going to be my point. Yes, you nailed it by saying it should be active on TikTok, Twitter.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is they need a experienced digital marketer to go in and help them do that. Someone who understands digital marketing, has that background, worked on big things, passionate about Top Shot and sports.
I think we need to do.
Okay, well, that's what I want to clarify.
He's been alluding to this all year. What he means to say is that they really need to hire me. Really, top of the.
What are we waiting on?
Knowledge. Come on, I'm here.
Yeah,
they need.
Kidding.
No, but at some point, we are gonna have a Dustin After Dark or a Team Hold After Dark, where it's like a behind the paywall.
Here's where it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you, Vegas Summer League at our Team Hold meetup.
It is going to.
Someone buys me a fresh margarita. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in for some stories.
All it takes is one, guys. One sip. And
Michael Rico's coming.
There you go, Michael. There you go.
Greg, you hear that? You hear that, Greg? There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I go back and forth where I'm okay with them messing with these packs. I really am. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but I'm okay with them messing with this. I understand that. And then it's on me to be like, I'm going to sit this out, or I do have to take some personal responsibility of what I'm doing. My biggest, and I keep going back to this, my biggest frustration is again, this fucking shit. How, this, a quote coming. And again, I don't want this to be directed at Jake. I'm sure Jake was just responding to the question, but it's just, it's time and time again. Again, these little things make me nervous about what's happening up here. Because one little crack on its own, I can justify that. The Janie thing is a
Sure.
perfect example. That smoking a cigar in a tweet is like, whatever. That's not great. But in the, like, you know, that would I advise anyone to do that? No. But like, one thing, right? That's one thing. But then when you pile
Right.
that up with every other thing that they've done public facing outside of Rohan tweeting, being like, I actually have an idea. Let's see if it happens. Like, that's essentially what
Right.
that tweet was. It's like,
Yes, it
burning.
was.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
dude. Cool. Right. And like, all of these things combined are the things that make me nervous. Again, like what's going on with the infrastructure out there? Like when are the grown-ups going to grown up? Like I need that.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need adults in the room, you know?
Well, you
And-
know what? To echo your point here, that's why you have media training. So you say,
Right.
if who is going to go out there and do interviews, these are the things these are what we're comfortable communicating. If they ask about this, here's the answers that you should probably say and bring it back towards this. Don't say little things that might get tripped up and you know, get people upset. You can there's ways to dance around it. They teach you that stuff when you're doing interviews, so you're prepared.
Yeah.
Simple.
I mean, I do it every day. Every
Yeah.
day. I
Dance
don't
around
say
it.
anything
Yep.
for 60 minutes.
Yes.
I don't say anything.
Tony, on the
I-
other hand,
Tony
on
did
the
say-
other hand,
I listened
Yeah.
back to some of that. There were some regretful things that were said. I think.
Oh, it was incredible. It was
I
incredible.
think the most regretful was my fake Tony Soprano
No,
accent.
that was so good. That was so good.
Yeah.
No, someone last night, to pivot for a second, someone last night asked if I would rather eat a piece of chocolate that tasted like shit or a piece of
yeah.
shit that tasted like chocolate. And I think my response was, Top Shot has taught me well, or has taught me how to eat shit on the reg. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, you're like, I'll take the shit. I've been eating shit on Top Shot for months.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
Greg and I
man.
were listening together and just rolling the entire
Also, this
time.
is
It was so
amazing.
good.
Team Holby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen,
I-
oh, go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna bring it back just to the article for 1 second and just
Yeah,
a
go for it.
random. This isn't in support or against the article, but just something that I thought of as I was reading it, and as Jacob comped Top Shot to trading cards, which I know we've all done,
Yes.
and it's the easiest
Mm-hmm.
comp. I was
Right.
just thinking, like, is this the first example of like, imagine we're ripping trading cards and we had the ability to tweet at, go live, talk to the employees of Tops every single day and be like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is in this random pack that I got, that I spent my money on?
Yes.
I didn't get shit, you assholes. It's fucking broken. Like, in what
Yeah.
is this the first example of that? A, and then B,
Yeah.
you think Top Shot ever imagined that like they would be put under this kind of fire? And I'm not saying it's not deserved, but
No.
it's kind of hilarious to imagine like the comp to sports cards where you're like, you
Right.
open your pack, you get Freddie Galvis, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Panini Patrick is trying to respond to all the DMs.
But
Right.
then the employees reply, and they're like, we're working on it. It's not just random. We're working to make it more fair.
I know this is not a one-to-one, and I know you guys both work for a corporation that you really can't talk about it. But if I was working, when I was a director, if the people that were under me were responding to tweets from parents who were complaining about the university, I'd be like, hey, just go fucking watch Real Housewives or something and then tweet about that. Why are you tweeting at parents? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's the same energy. Like, what are you doing? Why are you? I can tell I'm getting stressed because my hair's getting high.
It's a line that we use. Do not engage.
Yeah.
Do not engage.
Then
Do
what
not
is the
engage.
upside? It's only
No.
downside. It's only
Yep.
downside. It's one of those like low risk. No, I'm sorry, high risk, low rewards. Like high risk,
Yes.
low reward.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna try to say too. I was gonna pivot us a little bit. I do like all of this, and I tried to bring this energy this morning on the morning marketplace. Like I'm clearly, my frustration comes from my excitement about it. Right, like my frustration of
You're
what we're
passionate
talking about
about
right
it.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, and it just
That's,
a lot
yeah.
of these things seem like all I do is turn on a camera and just yell at people for an hour. So I'm not in the same situations that they're in, right? And I can understand that there's probably immense amount of pressure and that they're like blindly throwing darts in a lot of ways. Sure, I
Right.
get that. But there is just a lot of stupid stuff, a lot of like stupid things that should be taken care of with leadership. And, those things make me nervous. And I'm like, well, you have a good product here. Just fucking like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, even in Jacob's answer, they were talking about how flash challenge is one of the ways you would describe like what Top Shot is. Didn't we just come up with that? What do you mean? That's like one of the pillars of what Top Shot is flash challenges, the thing that the community yelled about, and that's one of your pillars?
Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. And then also no flash challenge tonight. No announcement tonight. All right, guys.
I think everything's hitting home. That's the only positive thing I can say is I think everything is hitting home and discussions are happening, right? I think a lot of discussions internally are happening.
And to give them some credit, this is what we talked about, and then we will do a mental health check because I know we all saw that comment at the same time.
Yes.
To give them I like to give them a little bit more of a benefit of the doubt. I do recognize that no matter what they do at this point, we're probably going to have something to say, in the sense that, like, if they respond one way, it's like, are you really responding because we just yelled at you?
Right.
Or like, is this really what was in mind? Or are you like crazily pivoting because you don't know what to do now, which is just as nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also I want to clarify. I wasn't saying that it's crazy that we do talk to them and complain. I think it's valid. I'm just saying it's wacky to imagine that comp and that scenario in, like, you know, however many years it's been.
Pat Panini. We're talking about Pat Panini, like responding to those in real time.
Panini.
Which mental health check do you guys want to do? 1 or 2 today?
I'm still fond of 2.
2? All right, here we go. 2. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. It's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you, you know? I think it changes you. It feels like negative.
We needed the double.
Yeah. We need a third.
There's lots to work with on this stream.
Hey, can we share some positive news right now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Can we share some positive news? So we alluded to this this weekend. Earlier this week we alluded to it, but we have a special show happening on Sunday, hosted by the Watch Your Work Pod. That's on this very stream. Sunday, let me double check just to make sure I got it right. Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern right here with Kevin and Kelsey. They are doing something that we have failed to do. They are bringing on a professional basketball player onto the stream. So that's what's happening. Crystal Dangerfield, former Rookie of the Year from the Minnesota Lynx, is coming on Team Hold for the Watch Your Work at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. We are going to be, there's going to be a lot of fun giveaways that day. It's going to be a very exciting show. So yeah, listen, Top Shot couldn't make an announcement, so we decided to do one today instead. So again, at 4 p.m. Eastern, Crystal Dangerfield from the Minnesota Lynx, who I believe is currently playing overseas right now, former Rookie of the Year, is coming on a Team Hold stream with the Watch Her Work Pod, which is really, really exciting. And I wish we could take any credit for it, but we can't. We none of us had any, I guess the only credit I could take is that I'm engaged to one of them. And it's not Crystal and it's not Kevin. I think that's the only W I can take. So Top Shot, go ahead. Want to NBA Top Shot that, huh? Try to come out, try to beat that announcement today. All right.
Everyone go tell Top Shot that there's an amazing announcement in this stream, but don't tell him when it is. Make him sit through the first 30 minutes.
Oh man. But yeah, there we go. Congrats, Kevin and Kelsey. Absolutely. Does Crystal have it? Yeah, Crystal is a certified baller. We can ask all of these questions. So Sunday at 4 p.m. All right. Sunday at 4 p.m. We're very excited for that. That's going to be a great time. I'm sure Damon Fat will show up and be a prick. But outside of that, I'm excited.
Yep.
Has Damon Fat been in the streets recently?
Well, the last time Damon Fat showed up was the last Watch Your Work Pod, and I was in like my little skimpy pajamas on a laptop trying to mute him as it was happening. Because you know what? That's not even funny. That's just, come at me, bro. Come at me. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Not enough of Damon Fat. Not enough of big announcements, baby.
You guys have been promising this real life NBA utility for months, and they just give it to us right away. Yeah,
I know. They're way better at this.
We can't keep up. Yeah,
it's like their 4th or 5th stream on our channel, and they're already bringing in the hits. That's
You want to know why? It's because we don't have any weird ass videos of Crystal Dangerfield, right? All the other people we've tried to come on, we're like, PJ Washington, come on this, and it's like, why are you buying number 69 for $1,000?
yeah, it's just for the bit, just for the content. Most expensive video though so far. It's the biggest budget video we've had.
All right, let's do this. Wait, hold on, Greg. You got to bounce, right? Do you have to bounce soon? Well,
if Aubrey's watching, I've already left.
All right. I don't think she is. Do you want to? I wanted to at least give you, a little runway to talk some baseball since they've decided that no one should play. So where are you at right now? Both like baseball wise, where are you at? And then what are you thinking this is going to do with Candy?
I mean, I don't think it'll.
Okay, sorry.
I love it.
I had to do it.
Well, you're in luck because I don't really have much to say. I mean, they're canceling games. It sounds like there's just too much that has yet to be agreed upon. It sounds like a bunch of greed from the owners. Rob Manfred's incompetence. So I don't know. It's a bummer. I don't think it'll affect Candy that much. I think that this is a hot take that I have no research for, but I don't imagine they'd have anything ready to go by the beginning of the season anyway. But maybe we haven't heard because of the strike, so who knows? Well, it definitely hasn't like applied any pressure, right? Like knowing that this was looming, they didn't have to. They can kind of take their time a little bit, Yeah, and they're focused on racing right now. But I'm excited. I don't know what it would have been done. I don't know what it would have been done. Sorry, go ahead. So yeah, I don't know what that's the most exciting thing for me is like outside of obviously the baseball season. I'm excited to see what Candy does for the beginning of the season, and what the season looks like. If it's going to be similar to Top Shot, if it's going to be more play of the day driven, or if it's going to be more baseball card driven. I think what we've seen so far is a combination of play of the day and like baseball cards with some embedded highlights. So I don't know. There's so many avenues they could go. I'm sure they're cooking behind the scenes, and hopefully we get them sometime in 2022. I think what would a fun take is if we're actually going to play the right amount of baseball games this year. Yeah. Like 148 or something like that. Like, why are we playing games in the Northeast in early April? You know, people are paying money to go freeze their ass off. Let's start this shit in late May.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I mean, it pains me because I love just being in baseball season, but it is too much. It's too much if they want to grow, if they want to continue getting young fans, it's 100% too long and too much. And I think they're slowly coming to terms with that. There's just so many purists that like, even when you talk about reducing games, they're like, well, there go all the regular season records. Yeah. It'll never be broken again.
Do you know though?
I don't think I don't know. Like, that's tough. That's tough for all of that's what baseball is, stats and the legends, right, of the game. So
I get that, but for like half of the NBA, they didn't have a 3-point line. And like we just figure it out, Yeah. Like we're just this is like
you could also they could also be a stat like the X 162 stat line that's just shows you what your projection.
The only thing I would say, Mike, is that the NBA baseball, I feel, is so rooted in stats. Like you've got people going to games with their own, getting their own stat sheets and do like they're all about that in particular. It's very precious. So I mean, compared to basketball, I think
it's stats and history. I mean, Matthew brings up a good point too. No need for 162 if 14 teams are going to make the playoffs. I think they either voted on or proposed just 8 to keep it at 8. Or maybe 10. But I remember they weren't going full 14 again, unless I missed something. But I do think I read like a Reddit thread, and the projection for 2028 would be that it would be. Is Sawyer in the candy streets?
No, he's talking about Nose Candy Baby.
That's true. That is true.
It's so good.
This is so good. Beautiful job, Stubbs. You threw Craig.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Seen a lot of baseball talk in these comments.
Also, I
Who'd have
forgot to
thought?
shout out. Wait, hold on. Where's Chris New? Chris New, welcome to the club, Chris New. Thanks for being here,
yeah.
man. Thanks for being
DraftKings
here,
champion.
Chris.
Oh, that's
That's
FanDuel.
should be a good time to remind everybody. Listen, you like the stream, you subscribe, you sign up for VIP, you get into the Alpha Discord. It's all W's. It's the only way to get W's, truly.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this too. There was a tweet that went around that was like comparing Tyler Hero, who's like an exciting young player in the NBA, and Mike Trout, who is unequivocally the best player in baseball, and their disparity in Instagram followers, and how like Mike Trout, I don't know the numbers, but I did my own research, and I looked at the rookie of the year last year, Jonathan India, who has like 50,000 Instagram followers.
Jonathan India was rookie of the year.
I think so.
Wow. No, I believe you. You know that. Don't question yourself. That was just me being surprised.
And then John Morant, who
not even close.
5.5 million.
Yeah.
Like it's I hate to believe that tweet, but it is so true and such an example of exactly what
but
Tasha Tess is
on the
saying.
flip side, how many white 63-year-old dads know who Tyler Hero is?
I was just gonna say, what if you found out how many Facebook, like if they started a Facebook page, could you comp that? If that player had a Facebook page, could you comp it to Ja on IG? Right?
But,
What about LinkedIn?
How many? Right?
But here's my question: Are baseball players, even with the exception of Trevor Bauer, is anyone even that outspoken on social?
Yasiel Puig. If he's still in the league.
No, you're right. It's like a uniformative thing. Like, no, nobody says anything. I mean, Bryce Harper was in Righteous Gemstones. That's the closest. Really? Yeah. Also, guys, I'm ready to do a whole fucking show on Righteous Gemstones.
I'm gonna start watching it. I gotta start watching it.
Oh my god, season 2 is just oh god, Danny McBride is a god. He is a god.
Yeah.
God.
I've been deep into Pam and Tommy right now. We got like 2 episodes to finish on that.
Oh, there we go. Shout out Jason Mantzoukas, who plays a penis, I believe.
2.4 million for Ja, 656K for Mike.
Jesus, Mike, what are we doing, dude? Wait, is that his kid though, or is that him as a baby? That's got to be his kid.
It's
right?
his kid, I'm sure. I don't think it'd be a great. That's an amazing photo that they had when he was young.
Oh, wait, hold on. John says Puig is my friend. John, listen,
Hey!
we would love to one up the Watch Your Work pod immediately with the little Yasiel Puig. Although we would not be one upping Crystal Dangerfield with Yasiel Puig.
No, but it would be amazing. Greg, could you talk about this? I've seen Yasiel Puig on TikTok also.
I love Puig. Puig. I mean, it's the personality in baseball that's like not encouraged, which is a whole other part of the problem and a whole other part of the conversation. Puig, Tatis. Like all these guys who have such incredible personalities that are like contained. It goes back to when Tatis hit a grand slam in a 13-0 game or whatever. And everyone was like, oh, how fucking dare you? That's the unwritten rules, bad for baseball. And it's like, no, it's amazing for baseball.
Meanwhile, Howard is open face.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
Hold on. I want to comp this and get my head around it, because I know when it's like, if you're up by like 18 and you run down, you shoot a 3 as the time's running out, people get pissed, or you dunk it, right? Like Westbrook tried to annihilate someone when that happened. But this was bases loaded in extra innings. So he's just trying to.
No, they were up big. They were up big, and I think it was 3-0.
He had already hit like one.
Okay, I thought it was. I'm sorry. I thought it was. I thought there were extra innings. Okay.
The situation didn't call for that, but in baseball, you're paid based on your stats. And like I don't know. I'm on Team Tatis for that.
Yeah,
like
it's hit home runs, bro. Hit home runs.
Yeah, make the game more exciting. Don't like take the pitch because I don't know.
Fabian, hold on. Fabian says he's playing a club show. Send me your intro and I'll play it.
Will you record it and get it back to us?
Yeah, you have to record. Yeah, if we send it to you, you got to record it. We got to record it.
We need the reaction.
Shoot us your email. We'll get it to you immediately.
Kevin does say
Rock and Roll. I don't know if you noticed, but Rock and Roll threw a little bass, the song bumps a little more now.
I heard it.
Okay.
Heard it.
It's official certified club banger now.
It is a certified club here. Poker Pro Eric is also letting us know that Dingaling is currently winning the the Clippers NFT.
Okay.
Yeah, we should also, Greg, listen, if you gotta go, man. I don't want to get you in trouble. But the Lakers auction last night, 51,000.
I will.
I saw it go up to 25.
Can I say that is super fucking low?
Yeah.
There are people. I mean, Dustin, you probably know better than I do, but I would imagine there are people that spent double that just to attend one All-Star game. So my point in all this is that
maybe it depends where those seats are. Depends where, but it's. I don't know. I guess if you think you're getting value by owning the Lakers one more than anything, because you're all attending the same event, which is the All-Star game.
But it's 5 All-Star games, isn't it?
It's 5 All-Star games.
5 years,
dunk contest, 3-point shootout, rising stars, all that stuff.
This is why
and greets, but
my thesis on that is that there aren't enough. That proves how few NBA fans are actually on Top Shot. And I'm not saying there aren't NBA fans on Top Shot. I just think we have a long way to go if the Lakers, the first truly deluxe Lakers experience that they've offered, is only going for $51K.
Well, no, here's the thing. If there was a Lakers experience included, I think it would go for higher. But because if it was like you also get 2 courtside seats to one Lakers game, that TBD, but it's just only to the All-Star game. And it's in the lower section, which is cool, which is great. But I didn't see any Lakers specific stuff attached to it. Had there been, I think it would have, I think the price would be higher.
You needed a Rambus meet and greet.
That's what I missed then. That's what I missed. And that makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Still though, I mean, like for the money, for like strictly the money, 2 seats or 2 tickets to all of those All-Star events for the next 5 years.
Right.
Like if you get that coin, it's a pretty good. And if the Lakers went for 50, that means like Charlotte's going for 10, right? So, and there's no like real benefit to getting a specific team. So I don't know why.
Here's the other thing. You're just telling me that they're going to make upwards of multiple 6 figures over the next couple of days. I'd know some users who'd love to get some money back after fucking wasting all their money.
From getting smoked.
Just saying. Smush Parker.
Oh, Smush Parker. Get the Smush Parker Discord up and running again.
Yeah. You get to sit with Smush even better. Why didn't I pay for it?
All right. Should we, Greg, you got to go. I feel like I'm getting in trouble.
I do. Let me see if I'm divorced yet. Not yet, but yes, I should go.
All right. Get out of here, Greg.
I should go.
Thanks for being here.
It's been fun.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's been great. While Greg goes, Dustin, I've got a couple of things to rip. Should we like rip some stuff and give some stuff away?
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do it.
So
I don't have anything.
Did you complete any of the challenges from last night?
Yes. I only completed the base one. I sold my Roby and got like $34.
Dang, not bad.
I paid $4 for it.
Not bad. Well, so I've got the let me see if I can pull this up here. I've got
background.
Did I just do that? Or did you do that? No,
Greg must have done. No, I didn't do it. Greg did it. But
I was like, I just switched it to this one. Damn it, Greg.
Yeah.
So I've got the Brandon Ingram, but I also have that base set too. So maybe we each give one moment away from that base set pack that we got.
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Let's let me pull together. Actually, before I share screen, let's pull together what the giveaway word should be, because I feel like it has to be related to our rant.
Oof.
What was the thing I don't want to put fuck in there, but
I know.
I was trying to think what was the thing that we yelled the most. Wait, is there really an? Oh wait, I thought Poker Pro got me. You're right. This is what it is.
Okay.
This is what it is. Because we are still waiting on an announcement right now from NBA Top Shot, I believe.
Yeah.
So I tell you what,
he wrote it twice. Yep. Let's do it.
Yeah. Did I spell that right? I did. It's hard with that many letters looking like that. It looks spelled wrong, doesn't it? It looks like that's spelled incorrectly.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
It's not though, right? It's
but no, now it's we're gonna keep looking at it and just analyzing the word and seeing that it's wrong. But it's
all right. So in order to qualify, you need to have liked the stream, subscribed, and then put that into the chat, and we will give that away in just a little bit. I'm gonna open the Brandon Ingram first, and then I'll open the pack, and then I'll give away one of those moments from the pack.
Okay.
So here we go. Here's a little BI. I was furious they didn't do a flash challenge tonight because DeJounte Murray was in a good matchup, and I'm like so badly trying to get off some of that bag.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ooh, 341, little triple digi.
Nice. What did this mint to?
3,600. 3638.
I came close, but I didn't I think I was missing 2 moments that I just didn't feel were worth throwing in the mix.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna buy anything for this, but if I had it, I was gonna complete it. You know,
Roby was one. I know Roby was somewhat of a bottleneck. Who was the other? There was one
Aaron
other.
Holiday.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Aaron Holiday, who I bought on speculation and then gave a bunch of them away last week, which would have been, super profitable if I held on to them. They were all like $9. I think I bought them at.
Our man, Rocket Silas era did a bunch. Bought a bunch.
Oh, did he?
Of those.
Did he print?
He called that out. He said CP3 injury, and then he bought like 12 of them, and then he sold every single one.
Travis here is saying your Ingram is 342. There we go. We're Ingram bros.
Nice.
I can tell. I don't know if you're hearing this, but the Tony Spaces from last night has officially caught up to me.
Oh yeah, it's getting well, that was a vocal workout, right?
Yeah. I just caught up. All right, here we go. Let's give one of these bad boys away, and then you can open yours. I'm sorry I volunteered you to give one of yours away. You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, let's do it. I haven't given away something in a while, so that's fine.
All right, here we go. 3-pointer off the bat. Ooh, Mike James. Oh, his Top Shot debut right here. 12K. I think he's playing in like Israel or something right now. I don't know if he's in.
No luck for a flash
the
challenge.
league. There you go. The Israeli Flash Challenge. The Israeli League Flash Challenge.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Next up. 40K. Who we got? Jay Crowder. Do you remember Jay Crowder Clam Chowder?
I do. What happened to Jay Crowder Clam Chowder?
I know. We haven't seen him in a while.
I'll say this. I can't stand Jay Crowder, but I would absolutely fucking love him if he was on my team.
Yeah, that's how I felt
stand
too.
him.
I loved him.
He's cocky, and then he hits buckets, and he plays hard, and he's just annoying, and he hits a shot to just make a run. Like it's just all of those things, and it pisses me off. And I'm like, why did you leave him? Why did you leave him in the wing corner 3? Why? Like why?
Yeah.
And then
I know.
And he gets a little cocky. But man, if he were on my team, I would love him.
He's got a little Marcus Smart in him in the sense that like he thinks he's way better than he is, but he's also
for
still
sure.
good.
But yes, I think he's pretty. His three shots pretty nice. Or at least every time they play the Lakers, it's like fucking bucket.
It's like on. All right, here we go. Last one. Who do we have here? Ooh, Toronto Raptors. Chris the Boucher. I'll give away a little Mike James. I'll give away Mike James. So Mike James will be the moment I give away. So when we do the giveaway, if you win it, and again, just remind people you need to like the stream, you need to subscribe. We're up to 100 entrants so far, and put hashtag announcement in there. If you win it, you just get a DM me at Mike Zakarian or on the Discord.
Right.
Okay. And then I will lay.
I want to address this. I hated Pat Bev until he went to the Wolves. I'm a guy that's always hated Pat Bev. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I've kind of turned the corner on it only because my son Wesley has adopted the Pat Beverly defensive game. Like,
so he's a dickhead.
Yes, he is out there. I'm telling you, I've taught him to play defense. Like that's the one. Like I've always been defensive minded. Like I love Mick Cronin at UCLA because he's fully that. Like if Mick Cronin were watching his son playing and he saw Wesley, he would say, "I'm going to give this kid a scholarship if he keeps playing the way he does."
Yeah,
he hounds the shit out of these other 9-year-olds, so much so like when they're off the ball, they don't have the ball, and he's into him with an arm, and they're like pushing his arms down, and they're talking to him and saying, "Why are you guarding me right now?" And he doesn't say a thing. He's just in them. During last week's game, this was the highlight of my proud dad moment. He was doing, the coach on our team said, "Look at Wesley play. Are you guys watching this?" He said to everyone on the bench, "Everyone watch the way Wesley's playing defense. You guys need to all, if we all did that, it was like amazing." And top it off, Wesley scored his first bucket. Yeah, yeah, he scored his first bucket. But yes, Raptor News, I bet you whoever parent of the kid that Wesley was just guarding, they're like, "Why is this kid just on him, harassing him the whole time?" It's full on Pat Bev. I'll try and get like a good video. It is fantastic.
Do love that he is full Pat Bev if he got his first bucket like 6 weeks into the season.
Yes. He's not an offensive threat by any means, but he made a bucket and it counts.
Yeah,
it's great.
That's awesome. I love that.
He is a full on Pat Bev guy.
Shout out Wesley, our former cameo man.
I've asked him when he's coming back. He said,
he's aged out, dude. He's aged out. He's good.
Yeah.
He's probably, we're not paying enough.
Yeah, he's got to figure some things out. All right.
Ooh, Gobler with breaking news. The Clippers are at 52,000 now. Wow.
You know, putting that bid in, right?
Merce, baby.
I was going to say Steve Ballmer. He's
Oh,
like,
Steve
this
Ballmer.
has to go higher than the Lakers. What are we doing?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
I just got word the Kings are up 20. This is bad news for my fantasy lineups. I think this is going to be another bloodbath. And oh no, DeJounte's doing okay.
All right.
DeJounte's not completely killing it, but
all right.
here we go.
We got any hovers in these packs? I don't think that's the way it works. Chris Boucher, Russell Westbrook.
There we go. Man, remember when how do you feel about this?
I saw that Bleacher Report. Is that true that they have a mutual interest in finding him a new home in the offseason? Did you see that?
I mean, I believe it. I like the LeBron Brain Trust did everything they could to get him out of Los Angeles before the All-Star break, you know?
I feel like hey, I tried it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to play with these guys anymore. I'm okay with it, right?
Yeah. Russ didn't do anything wrong besides play bad,
No.
but all right, Bam.
Bam.
Bam, who's like low-key defensive player of the year right now.
Right.
He's been
That's for
awesome. I don't know if
Veronica.
they ended up winning tonight, but
Right.
who are they playing?
Last
Brooklyn.
one.
Brooklyn on KD's first game. Ooh, Jackson Hayes, baby. I want to see the Celtics are going to beat the Grizzlies tonight, so the Beantown boys are back. Heat are up 2 against the Nets right now with 1 minute left in the game. The Raptors are losing to the Pistons. Mavs are up. Kangs are up. A lot of fun stuff. What are we giving away?
We're gonna do the Westbrook and the
Westbrook?
hashtag in honor. Or do you want to type it up?
Yeah, hold on. Let's give away this first one right now. So
Oh, right,
for the
okay.
announcement, right? Let's give away this real quick. Where is that tab? So this is for the Mike James. We're giving this away. Remember, if you win this bad boy, you got to DM me at Mike Zakarian or in the Discord, going once, going twice, and then we'll fire up another one for Russ. Let's see who this is gonna be, y'all. James Gillis.
All right.
James Gillis. Attaboy,
You got to send a
James.
DM and tell us about that profile picture. That's
There we
part
go.
of the
Yeah,
rules now.
I need to know, what are you high jumping, bro?
What's going there? What's going on there?
So what's this Russ one gonna be? Brick City?
No, you ready for it? This
Yep.
is in honor of my man Jeb Bush. Jeb, hope you hear this. Hashtag trade LeBron.
That's great.
Full 180 here, full heel.
That's great. I love
That's it.
this. This is a nice heel turn.
Yep.
So you need to like the stream. You need to subscribe in order to qualify, and you also have to put hashtag trade LeBron
Yep.
into the chat.
So I don't know if you saw this, but Jeb, he did. I don't know if we did a second night, but we did a spaces after the game 2 games ago, and we did a spaces, and it was like they need to trade LeBron and build around Austin Reeves. That was the name of the space. It was Jeb and I hosting a space to just talk about the Lakers.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that was like last week.
It was
After the
God, what
Pelicans
game was it?
loss.
I think it was after the Pelicans loss. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't blame you, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's tough times. They play the Clippers tonight, right? I have a friend who's he hates LeBron. He's
Bobby?
not rooting for the Lakers. No, but he was a Lakers fan, but he hates LeBron on the Lakers, so he's not rooting for him. And he actually said, I think they're going to beat the Clippers tonight. I don't know.
Wow.
It's a Clipper home game. Clippers are favored by 2.5. What's your gut?
I mean, I know I could definitely see them beating the Clippers. I could definitely see. I mean, I think they could win any night. I think they could win. If it's a close game, I think they'll lose. Like, I think they need to be up 15-18.
Yeah,
like,
anything
I
close,
don't
they
think
just
they're mentally.
they
they're
fall
not tough.
apart. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not tough. All right, hey, while people are putting this in, we're up to 95 entrants with 164 watching. Tomorrow we're back at 9 a.m. Eastern for the morning marketplace, and then at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're still going to rip the happy hour show. Even though I don't think we're max paxing tomorrow for week 17 for NFL all day,
Right.
I think I'm going to sit that one out based on my Lord and Savior John Boy Beats' numbers. And then again on Sunday, I can't stress this enough. The Watch Your Work pod, it's going to be an excellent show. Crystal Dangerfield from the WNBA, from the Minnesota Lynx, is going to be on the show. Former Rookie of the Year. It's going to be a really good time. So please tune into that. And outside of that, I don't know. I mean, maybe we don't hear from Top Shot again until what, like April? I mean, like, because honestly, why make any announcements now since it doesn't matter until the offseason? We don't need to market right now, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense when everyone's super excited about the best part of basketball, the the playoffs, right?
Again, I can't stress enough. I do not know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Okay. I don't have a degree in that. It's not a thing that I studied. I just have a hard time, unless we're talking strictly free agency. Like you can, like, that's the only other time I could think that there's like more
Right.
hype around basketball, but it's definitely not preseason.
No, I'd go even further to say that the preseason build makes no sense in the NBA season. What does, I'm fumbling over my words here. What I'm trying to say is that the NFL does. The NFL does. I would say that because fantasy drafts, the hype, everyone's doing all their fantasy drafts in like the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or the entire month of August, right? To get ready for fantasy football. That's fun. People are excited. They're researching, they're listening to podcasts, so they know who to draft, all that stuff. So you can build hype there. The NBA preseason, I mean, not really. Also, there's no moments yet, like for the new season. Like now there's a shit ton. There's a shit ton of amazing moments. This is the best part. This NBA is going to own Twitter every single night during the playoffs. The top 8 to 10 trends are going to be all of the basketball games in there. I can assure you that.
Yeah. Totally agree, man.
So get involved in there. When you have millions of eyeballs watching, you have enthusiastic fan bases sweating out every game. And then you say, John Morant fan, hey, look at this moment from the season that you love. Own it now. Oh, fuck yeah. Where do I sign up for that? Give it to me. I want it.
Makes too much sense, man. Also, people are saying like NFL, like I hear you, Artemis, but like, dude, it's the same company, bro. So I just like it's not like a competing company. It's the same company. All right, here we go. We're ready to give away this LeBron and then get out of here.
Yeah, give this Westbrook. Let's get it to let's find him a new home like the Lakers will be doing in the offseason.
All right, here we go. DM us in the Discord. Hit up either Dustin or myself on Twitter, and I'll get you Dustin. Oh, I'll get Dustin your Top Shot name. Who is this Russ going to? Travis Reigns. Travis Reigns.
Is that a Google stock photo? I need to know the information.
Yeah, we always need to know. We always need to know the info. Always need to know the info.
Travis, I got you. Hit us up. Let me know the Top Shot username. We'll get it over.
Yeah. I like the Bills. Just like it's hard to script the NFL. Dustin, any parting thoughts before we get out of here?
So what's tomorrow? Pack drop. We might be live just to talk about it. And is there happy hour? I don't know what the schedule is tomorrow.
Yeah, I definitely just said it a second ago, but 9 a.m. Eastern for the morning marketplace, 3 p.m. Eastern.
I know I can't make the marketplace. That's what. Yeah.
We're still gonna do the happy hour show. So if you're around, you just pop in.
I might pop in. I'll try to pop in. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll end up in the queue after all. You know.
Don't do it, Mike. Stick to it.
Who knows? Thanks everybody for being here tonight and for maintaining the same amount of energy that we brought to the show. This was chaotic, but I had fun. I don't know. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I wanted to get like every morning I hear you talking about all this stuff and I want to get stuff off my chest and I wish it was live so I could either just fire up comments or something. And it was nice to talk about.
Full disclosure, I hope you're comfortable with me sharing this, Dustin, but Dustin called me this week just to talk Top Shot because he felt like he was missing out from the morning marketplace chat. So he was like, I need to get this out.
I need to talk. I hear everything you're saying. It happened again this morning. You're saying with Tandy. He was saying some great. Was that this morning? I don't remember.
Dude, Tandy was awesome today, right? What a fun, that was a great guest.
Great points, and I wanted to comment and say nailed it. I wanted to just engage, and I can't. But
shout out Tandy.
It was good.
That was great. He was great.
But I did call you to be like, I got to get shit off my chest. I got to talk about this. I just need to fucking talk. Greg, I can't talk to. He's like busy collecting W's in the NFT space. He's
Mr. W, Mr. Invisible Friend himself.
Yeah, Mr.
All right, y'all. We will see you all tomorrow, and in true G Dunn fashion, we will roll the credits. We out.